4 people have been killed and 8 others were taken to hospital after a quarrel broke out in the Merime informal settlement in Soshanguve, north of Pretoria. The incident unfolded around 3 a.m. this morning when a group of community-based patrollers encountered 5 individuals on the street and a fight broke out between the men. The bodies of the 4 deceased were also found partially burnt.
When the group approached the 5, a quarrel broke which ended with 4 dead and 8 injured. The motive for the attack will be determined by investigations. At this stage, no one has been arrested as yet. The provincial and district serious and violent crime investigations, together with forensic experts, are currently combing and interviewing witnesses.
All right, let's get the latest with our reporter Lopang Alamo, who is joining us live from Soshanguve at the scene. So Lopang, good to have you with us. Although tragic news, talk to us about what actually transpired here and what is the latest that you're hearing on the ground.
Good afternoon, Alicia, and good afternoon to our viewers. Well, we can confirm that 4 people have been deceased and 8 others were transported to hospital with serious injuries after they were attacked this morning at around 4 a.m. from what we understand. And we did speak to the police a little bit earlier on, and they did say that they guess that criminals are the ones who attacked these patrollers. We also do know that the youngest was a 19-year-old who his aunt says was very passionate about community safety. We're going to try and grab her a bit and maybe just talk to her about the kind of person her son is and how they found out and how they feel about all of this. How are you? Thank you so much for your time. Could you please just talk to us about how you found out about Katleho's passing and the kind of person he was?
Yeah, Katleho was a fighter, really. And then is because of they called me in the morning. And then this, I think, happened at about 4:30 to 5. So they did call me, my cousins and my younger sister, that Katleho, they were attacked. So really family like so meet here. Even my mother is here. So Katleho mokrele ile hore ba thuntshitse and then ba be samollo ba bia ka difatlhego. So Katleho and Mpho ne ba le together. So the other guys le bona ba file ko maotong ba ile sepetlele. So and then ke rile ke try go phonela my family at Limpopo. They told me that already this thing is trending. Even Mahaile and we want more Facebook. Hore Katleho robetse mo fatshe re mo founela ne setsa itse hore Katleho tlhokofetse. Yeah, so se ne ke se khopela go hore ka hore batho ba ba patrolang mo abana dilo tsa go patrola ba berekisa di baton di jumpy, and then when guys ba tla ka di thunya then ababile matla ba ba attack easily. So maybe our police, if they come with a plan, how will they protect this area? Rifa bona e task e gore ba protect them because ba bona ka tshego already 4 bodies identified dead on the scene, and then according to understanding the other body or hospital he just passed on. Yeah.
No, thank you so much.
So, no, the fire because Katleho already bile le kota e wa ne dutse molaleng wa gagwe, and then inale full of blood, and then all the blankets that they wrapped them when we were here.
Thank you, Mama. Well, that's the aunt of one of the victims here. He's the youngest victim. He was just 19 years of age, Katleho, who lost his life here with 3 other patrollers. And we do understand that 8 others were injured. So what you're seeing here is the scene where the 4 patrollers were killed and 8 others were injured. We just heard from the aunt that they were burnt right after they were killed by these alleged criminals. And Katleho is also going to show you just the last bit of the burning fire. That's where they burnt their belongings, the clothes in which they died in, and the weapons that were used to attack them. Well, the community, as we spoke to them earlier, say they do not feel safe, and you'll see that they still gathered around here trying to make peace with what happened and trying to get answers from their local political leaders, asking what happened, where to from here, how safe are we. We also do know that the police will be in this specific area until tomorrow, from what we understand. So they're going to take turns in trying to keep the community a little bit more safe, because we do have a sense of some anger from the community members here, some questions, and they say they can't rest until the perpetrators are brought to book, Alicia.
Lopanga, look, I mean, talk to us about what you have uncovered so far pertaining the police investigation. And I mean, if I'm understanding, you're saying that police have been on the scene, they've collected whatever they need to, but we're seeing clothes that we understand were actually worn by the deceased. Is this not then something that we would understand during a normal investigation would actually form part of evidence collection?
Well, Alicia, the forensic and the pathologists have already left the scene. So we do know that the forensics were here quite early, and they worked through the scene. They collected the evidence. Now, there's a certain corner that had a stall, from what we understand, and the patrollers were seated there trying to convene for the evening. What we do understand, however, is that when they approached these individuals who were then to become their attackers and their killers, they refused to be spoken to, refused to be asked questions, and that's when a fight ensued, and that's where they tragically lost their lives.
All right, thank you so much, Lopang Alamu, the SABC News reporter, joining us live from that scene there, where we understand 4 patrollers have actually been shot dead, and 8 others have since been injured and have been transported to hospital.